Hello everybody. Today I am going to teach you how to do decoupage and how to make cracks on this wooden board. Now this is a tissue box and this has been supplied by Jags. Jags is an Indian based company and makes lot of products for craft. It is in Craft Market, Mumbai. They have come up with chalk pens. This is the Mod Podge in gloss and matte, white gesso, black gesso, gliding glue, lot of stencils and lot of other things of craft. So let's get started. Now I have colored the base with this blue color. I have given 2 coats of blue color everywhere here, and this is a tissue box. This is the lower part of it. So I have removed the tissue box lower part, the slider, and kept it on one side. Now I don't want the cracks over here right now, so I will be showing you how to build cracks with their crackle medium. Now this is their crackle medium and it is a little different than the other mediums. So this is an Insta crackle medium. So now let's get started how to do. So after you have colored the base with chalk paint, first you can color the base with white gesso and then on top of it you have to apply 2 coats of chalk paint. Now this is ready. Now I'm going to do is just, because it is little rough, with a sandpaper you just have to make it little smooth. Don't remove the color, just you have to be, it has to be little smooth, otherwise there will be lots of ups and downs and which will not look good on your decoupage. So after we have finished doing the chalk paint, now is the time to apply the crackle medium. And since I am telling you it's an Insta crackle medium, so you don't have to dry it overnight or anything. This is a fast crackle medium. So I will start applying the crackle medium. You can take the crackle medium in a palette and take a fresh flat brush, and I am just applying it horizontally. You can do it vertically also, or you can do is like this also, just dabbing. I am just applying with a brush right now. There are 2-3 ways of applying crackle medium, and I'm taking quite a generous amount of crackle medium to bring big cracks. If you want small cracks, you have to apply it with a small brush and a little less quantity. Now I will apply only at a time, one at a time. I mean this side I am doing it now. After I finish this side, I will go on the other side. So after applying it, I am going to dry it with the heat tool little bit, not much. Just once or twice you go over the heat tool. Keep your second coat, whatever you want, on top of this. So now it is a blue color which is on my base. So I will choose a lighter color on top so that I can see blue color in the cracks. I can show you one small piece that I had done. Now I had colored this with blue and then I had applied crackle. No, first, sorry, I had applied yellow in my base. This is the yellow color which I had applied. Then I did the crackle medium and then I applied dark blue on this. Now this is a vice versa story. Now this I am applying first a dark blue, then I have applied the crackle glue, and now I am going to apply the color. So for this I don't have to dry it completely. You have to just semi-dry the solution. Now it is almost coming to a semi-dry position, and we have heated up the glue little bit. So cracks will form in between the true colors with the glue, with the help of the glue. And you can use this crackle medium on wood, you can use this on glass, I mean some bottles, jars, plates. You can do, you can use this on stiff cloth also. Cloth, I am not sure how it works, how the Insta crackle medium works, but we can try. After this I am going to take the peach color, and of course this is a chalk paint, and I am going to take it on my mat, and I am taking little water just to dilute it because it is very thick. And keep it ready so that in between you don't have to make your color again. See, now we have been using lot of other brand crackle medium, which we have to dry it completely, and then you can apply the second coat whenever you wish after it dries completely. But in this case we are doing it instantly. So now I will again dry it once with my heat tool. And then I am applying peach color. Again dip your color and then stretch it. Now since this has not dried, so your color is mixing with your brush, so you have to keep your hands very light on this. You cannot rub it very hard. As everybody knows, crackle medium is a kind of an R&D. Sometimes you get very big cracks, sometimes you don't get cracks. So even I am trying my best to show you how I get big cracks. And don't overdo it again and again. It's okay if you don't get cracks in some places, because we are going to do decoupage on this as well as lot of other stenciling work and all, so it's okay. After you have finished this, you can see there are small cracks already coming. I will zoom it little bit to show you. See, there are some cracks already started coming, and now I am just going to go over with my heat tool to get more cracks. But don't dry it completely, just go over once or twice so that the cracks will form between the two layers. I hope it is clear. Yes, everybody can see it. And I'm going to stop over here. Let the cracks come automatically. See, there are some cracks coming here. So after we finish doing cracks on all the four sides of the tissue box, then I will show you how to do decoupage, and then we will do some gold gliding on the top of this with some stenciling work and all. Till then you will have to, I will come back with the piece ready on all the four sides. Thank you. Okay, so now my box is ready. I have done all my crackle effect on the sides of the box. Somewhere the cracks are big, somewhere the cracks are small. That's fine, doesn't matter. Now we'll do the top with decoupage. We'll do some decoupage with napkins. Now I have taken the napkin tissue, which is a 3-ply tissue. So now see, this was the tissue which I had taken. It was a 3-ply tissue, and I have removed some pieces, some floral pieces, which I'm going to put them here. Some I'm going to adjust here, and a butterfly here, and one more here. Now to how to stick the tissue. Now first of all, it is a 3-ply tissue, means there are 3 layers in this tissue. So first we will remove one layer of the tissue like this. Then there is one more layer to it. We will remove that also. You have to be a little careful while peeling this, it might tear. So remove all the second layer. Now this layer will get stuck over here. The same applies to all others. You have to remove the layers. You can remove 2 layers in one go also, like this, and keep them separate. We are using Jags Mod Podge glue, which is specially used for decoupage. So Jags has come up with two kinds of glue for decoupage. One is this, and it is called Jags Mod Podge Gloss Luster. You get matte also and you get gloss also, but I have used gloss over here. You have to apply it with your brush. So let's get started how to apply. Take little bit of Jags glue and with a flat brush apply it at the place you want to stick your tissue. Now you have to apply it very thin. At the same time you have to go little fast before it dries. Since this is gloss, it will give you a glossy feel. Once you stick this, you cannot peel it. So you have to first see where you want it, then only you leave it down. Now for this you have to apply little pressure, and at the same time what I do is I just rub it with my hand and remove all the bubbles from the tissue below. You have to remove all the bubbles from the tissue below. You can use plastic on top and press, or you can use sponge to press. I am more comfortable with my hand. And you have to just make sure that your hand is dry. There is no glue in your hand, and just press it down firmly. Now you have to check whether everywhere the glue has come. If there are some air bubbles, just remove the air bubbles and press it down completely. Now I am going to apply the other tissue here. Now I have chosen a dark background down. So if you choose a dark background and if your tissue is not very dark, it will not show up more. But then I am okay with this effect because I am going to give it a rusty effect later. If you take a bright color tissue and if you keep your background light, it will show more nicely. Every time you stick something, you apply glue first, and you have to make sure that there are no air bubbles anywhere. Like this, and I'm going to stick it over here. Now what you have to do is just let it dry for few minutes, and then we apply again one coat all over the box on the top. So after you have to just wait for 5 minutes. That's it. If your tissue is big and if you feel you want to go down here also, you can take your tissue down, let it go down. It will look good over here also. But today I am just going to teach you on the top. Now afterwards again you have to take your glue and apply it from top. Don't cut this excess right now. For that also I will show you how to do that. Be little generous. At the same time, check whether you are getting too many brush strokes. You will have to take care of that. But make sure you are sticking it properly, otherwise it will peel off. And it dries very fast, so don't overdo it. So now let this dry for some time. What I have used is Jags Mod Podge Gloss Medium. It's a gloss finish. You also get in matte. Now after this has dried, I will take sandpaper and remove this excess what I don't want. Yeah, and then I will do some stamping to merge this paper with our background color. So I will do some stenciling with it and also give little antique effect to this. Also I am applying some butterfly here. You have to remove all the bubbles. Don't keep air in the tissue. For that, just go over the tissue 2-3 times. Now I'm going to apply on top of it also, so that the tissue gets merged with the color. Now I will show you how to remove the excess. First of all, remove the back of this and keep it on one side. Take a filer. If this filer is also available with Jags, take a filer and from down just remove the excess. Just scrub. See, everything has now come out. Because it has dried. Don't do it when it is wet. And just smoothen it so that this area is not rough. This is the way we remove the excess from our background. Now I will show you little bit of stamping. I'm taking Jags Gesso. Dab. Taking black gesso in sponge, and I'm using their stencils. They have come up with a new stencil. This is the stencil which has 4 parts, 1, 2, 3 and 4. I'm using their stencils. It is again from Jags. And you can separate them. You can also separate them into 4 different parts, but I'm going to use it like this only. Take sponge, take little gesso, black gesso, and start dabbing. Don't take too much of black with the sponge. See, can you see this effect? Down. Take some more color and do at 2-3 places wherever you wish. Somewhere you can keep it light, somewhere you can keep it dark, like this. Now I'm going to do another stenciling, which is the hexagon, like this. So after all the decoupage is done, we are going to now dry it little bit, just to be secure that all the color is dried. Then we want to give it an anti effect to this, so we are going to use oil paint. Now this is a regular oil paint tube and it is called burnt sienna. You can use burnt sienna or you can use black, whichever you like. You have to take little bit in your finger, like this, and we are going to rub it over some areas where we want the finish, antique finish to come. So you have to take only in some areas right now. Don't put it on the entire box immediately. We'll put it on some areas, rub it, and with a baby wipe you have to remove all the excess. Now wherever we have done the decoupage over there, you can remove the excess and leave little bit on the box to be seen. So like this we will do on the entire box to give it a little antique effect wherever needed. This will all